Hello everybody, I'm back with another very special video. This has been quite a delay for this video. Unfortunately, I just got caught up in a lot of schoolwork. But I'm here today to present this video for you guys. I gathered all the information together and I compiled a list of my top 10 most anticipated games of the upcoming year. My list may differ from your guys's, and I definitely encourage you guys to leave a comment below letting me know your favorite games that you're anticipating for the upcoming year. But as for me, I'm going to go ahead and get right into my list. Alright, so rounding out at number 10 is a game called Anarchy Reigns, which is actually a game developed by Sega and published by Platinum Games. So for those of you that have played Bayonetta, Mad World, and Vanquish, you know exactly what to expect with this game, just completely over the top. It's all fun and games with this. It's actually a beat-em-up, which I haven't played an old-school like beat-em-up in forever, and I think Anarchy Reigns is going to definitely fill that void, and I'm really anticipating this game. The main protagonist in this game, for those of you that have played Mad World, Jack in that game, he's actually going to be the main character in this, and the game actually features many other characters from Mad World, so I'm really anticipating this game. I believe it comes out in the beginning of July, so I'm really looking forward to Anarchy Reigns. Alright, at number 9 we have, I'm going to completely butcher this title, but I believe it's Theatrism, Theatrism Final Fantasy for the Nintendo 3DS. This is a game that actually hasn't been completely announced for North America yet. It actually is just coming to Japan as of right now. I believe it's coming out February 16th. But basically this game is a rhythm kind of music-based game, similar to like maybe Rock Band. But it actually does have a really unique story to it, similar to the Dissidia Final Fantasy games on the PlayStation Portable. There's kind of like this battle between Chaos and the Cosmos, kind of like the gods and everything. And it just looks really interesting. Basically, you have 4 playable like avatar kind of like Final Fantasy characters. They're like little cartoon versions of them on the side, on like at the bottom of the screen. And then various Final Fantasy songs will be playing from from the first game all the way up to Final Fantasy 13. And basically, you have to kind of keep the beat of the songs by using your stylus on the touchscreen. So I think it's going to make great use of the 3DS's touchscreen capabilities. Hopefully the 3D will be great as well. I know that after you beat the levels, you actually unlocked movie scenes and cutscenes, I believe, from the other Final Fantasy games. So hopefully they'll implement the 3D very well during those. And if that works out smoothly, I think it'd be a great thing. The next game we have here at number 8 is Resident Evil 6. I saw the trailer a few weeks ago, and I was actually really impressed. Resident Evil 5 was definitely not one of my favorites. I played Resident Evil 4 first, and I absolutely fell in love with the game. One of my favorite games of all time. 5, I feel like, was really just a little bit too much action-oriented. 4 was as well, but 5 even more so, and I just didn't really like that. And I don't know, I just didn't really like the setting of the game either. But Resident Evil 6, I think, is going to just blow people's minds. It's definitely going to, I think, exceed my expectations. I believe it comes out the end of November. At least that's the expected date as of right now. But the trailer basically showed just all kinds of craziness, real-time action. And it just looked really interesting. But basically, I read up on the story a little bit. And basically, you have Leon Kennedy in the United States. He's actually kind of with the president. He's kind of like his right-hand man and protecting him. But apparently, all the, bioterrorism goes crazy as it does always in Resident Evil games. And basically the president becomes infected, and then, I think Leon has to kind of deal with that issue, while Chris Redfield is actually on the other side of the world in China, dealing with the same issues there, the bioterrorist threats spreading in China, so that he has to kind of deal with that there. So basically, the entire world is being taken over by, essentially zombies, and it's just complete chaos. And hopefully, Leon and Chris will meet up at some point in the game, but I think it's going to be a really nice way to kind of have 2 main protagonists in the game, and hopefully some other characters as well come together, and being able to play as both of them is going to be... The next one we have a game, a lot of Final Fantasy fans are probably not so excited. Others, are peeing their pants in excitement for this game, and that is Final Fantasy 13-2 that just released last week. Of course, I'm still working on Final Fantasy 13. I'll be talking about that in my next video. I'm loving it. I love everything about the game, the characters, the story, the music. The linearity in the beginning really hasn't bothered me at all. The boss battles were epic. I love the paradigm shift. I think it's fantastic. I really have absolutely zero complaints with the game. I understand the reason being for everyone else's complaints, but I myself do not share those complaints. So I'm really, really looking forward to Final Fantasy 13 too. At number 6, we have a game that actually doesn't have an exact release date, which kind of worries me, but that is Luigi's Mansion 2 for the Nintendo 3DS. A game, when I first saw the trailer, I just couldn't believe that Nintendo was bringing Luigi back and creating a sequel to Luigi's Mansion. It was just one of my favorite games in the GameCube. I just thought it was so unique, you know, instead of being Mario and saving the princess, you're Luigi saving Mario. I just thought it was so cool. I thought the atmosphere of the game was great, and it actually was pretty creepy. I mean, at the time I was pretty young when I played it, but I just think it's going to be really unique, creative, and just kind of, I don't know, it's just going to be a really good game, and I think the 3DS capabilities are going to be great. I think the 3D will look really nice with the game as well. So hopefully it's supposed to be released Q1 this year, but I expect that to be pushed back in like maybe midsummer, but hopefully we do see it this year. The next game is actually a Nintendo Wii title, one of the last probably notable, noteworthy games coming out for the Wii at the end of its lifespan here, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles, an action RPG that came out in Europe last year, of course, and finally, Nintendo announced that the game will be coming stateside here for us Americans. We're going to be able to play the game, so I'm super, super pumped about that. I'm really excited to play this game. The environments look stunning, the graphics look phenomenal, and I love my action RPGs, so I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to really thoroughly enjoy this game. And I believe it comes out in the beginning of April. Of course, I probably won't get my hands on it until the summer, but really looking forward to Xenoblade. The next game is actually not going to be a retail release. It's going to be coming out for the 360. It's also not a direct sequel, which many people may not know, and that is Alan Wake American Nightmare. This is, like I said, it is not an actual direct sequel. Remedy Entertainment is developing this game once again. This game takes place in Arizona, and you're still the main character, Alan Wake, but it's more of a chance to kind of expand upon the events that took place in Alan Wake 1, more to kind of expand upon that universe. It's not so much a direct sequel to that storyline or plot, but the game does take place in Arizona. You're still kind of caught in that battle between lightness and darkness. You're probably going to have a flashlight and, very limited amount of ammunition and weapons at your expense, which is really cool. I really enjoyed the game. I really did love it a lot. So I'm really looking forward to the XBLA release of that game. But Remedy Entertainment also has announced that this is not the last time we'll see Alan Wake. So hopefully we will see a sequel, maybe at E3 this year. At least that's what I hope. That's my main hope, because I do want to see Alan Wake on a console release. Maybe get another limited edition. Who knows? But Alan Wake American Nightmare, really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a great experience. All right, now we're getting into the top 3 games, guys, so we're getting pretty serious here. Number 3 is a game that may surprise many of you guys, and that is Hitman Absolution. I am a very, very big fan of the Hitman games, especially Hitman Blood Money, which was released on pretty much every console a few years ago. But basically, Hitman Absolution is going to be developed by the same team, but what's really interesting to me is that it's going to be published by Square Enix, which is strange that they take on such a title. But I'm really interested to see what this game has in store. I've listened to several podcasts, and they've said that the game's coming along really well. Definitely, has a lot of the same things that Hitman Blood Money had, as far as the ways that you can kill enemies and kind of hide their bodies and different things. And I just love that type of game. It's a really cool game. You can either go through and just run and gun, or you can go through, in a more Splinter Cell kind of style, taking out guys silently and making your way through the level without making a noise, which is really cool. It's really cool how you can kind of play the game to your own liking, which is just awesome. And I hope that Hitman Absolution does that same thing that Blood Money did, which I'm sure it will. Little is known about the plot right now, so I can't really divulge any more information, because I don't even know. So hopefully we do learn more about the game fairly soon, and hopefully I'll be able to get the game in my hands soon as well. So Hitman Absolution is number 3. Alright guys, we're getting down to the last 2 games here. The number 2 game that I'm looking forward to is Bioshock Infinite. No surprise, I'm sure. This game looks incredible, and what's really awesome is that the original development team from Bioshock 1 is coming back to develop this game. which I think is so awesome. The game actually does not take place in Rapture, which is, you know, kind of sad, kind of not. You know, it's kind of cool that they're taking this to a whole new place in the sky, nonetheless, in a place called Columbia, which is just really cool, I think. I think it's going to be an awesome game. I'm not going to go into the plot details because it is very confusing. But like I said, the game takes place in the sky, which is crazy, in a kind of floating world called Columbia in the early 1900s. So far, the game looks beautiful, and I have no doubt in my mind that I will thoroughly enjoy this game, and it'll probably surpass my love for Bioshock 1 and 2. Alright, the final game on my list, the number one game that I'm looking forward to, is a game I'm sure all of you knew coming. Number one, without a doubt, is Call of Duty Taking the War to Antarctica. I mean, who wouldn't be excited for this game? I mean, when I saw the trailer last year at E3, okay, yeah, this joke's going nowhere. I'm sorry, guys. Obviously, it's not Call of Duty Taking the World to Antarctica, although that would be freaking amazing, blowing up polar bears and taking out penguins. I'm kidding. I'm totally against animal cruelty. Anyways, I'm going off on a long tangent here. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance for the Nintendo 3DS is my number one most anticipated game, as all of you guys really did see coming. So, obviously, this game is going to be fantastic. I've watched so many gameplay videos, seen so many screenshots. The game looks fantastic. I'm trying to stay spoiler-free, of course. But, you know, seeing Neku from The World Ends With You was so exciting. It's really cool. Hopefully they bring in not only, you know, The World Ends With You characters, but maybe more Final Fantasy characters as well. But so far, I've heard that the Pinocchio world, you're going to see the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tron, what else? I don't know. I'm just so, my mind's going crazy right now just thinking about it. But the game's going to be so good. And it's coming out March 29th, just after my birthday, so I'm sure that'll be the one thing I ask for, because all of you know how big of a Kingdom Hearts fanboy I am. So this game is definitely at the top of my list of games to get this year, without a doubt. I cannot wait to get my hands on it to see how the story kind of, you know, unfolds, or, you know, however you want to say that. So really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. So yeah, that's my number one most anticipated. Alright guys, that's my list of 10 games. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, please, please leave me a list below of your top 5, top 3, top 10, you know, whatever it may be. Leave a video response. Whatever you have to do, just let me know. Let me know what you think of my list. But thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate all the feedback and new subscribers. It really means a lot. So thanks for watching, everyone.